So I feel like that meme. I feel like that meme that's like, hey, how y'all doing? Because I've been away from this channel for forever. Today, we are going over a show that has intrigued me, confused me, perplexed me, had me going around in circles in my head trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It is called From, and it is an MGM Plus show that is on Amazon Prime. No, I don't usually watch Amazon Prime shows, let alone specified individual production companies' monthly payment plan things, which I'm just like, okay, let's just go back to cable. I'm calling this From, the Rube Goldberg of shows. Me trying to explain this to you, even though I don't know how to explain it to me. Let's go. Have you ever stumbled across a fallen tree in the middle of a strange back road that you somehow ended up on off a major highway when traveling with your family or friends or strangers, or just soloing the open road and end up driving through a small town that looks like it's built from the 1950s and is filled with random people telling you that you need to take this pet rock with a strange tattoo on it to a sheltered place, or weird, slow-moving chatterboxes that look like people will come and rip your face off and eat it? It's just a regular Monday, right? From is an Amazon Prime MGM Plus original series that is a conundrum to me and fellow fans. Is there any fans out here of this show? I don't know them. I haven't heard of them. I guess I'm a fan. I can't really decide if I love this or hate it. See, it's not really good, but it's also not bad either. But it's also kind of campy bad, but also not so much campy bad that it becomes so bad it's good. It's also not good enough for me to call it good, but good enough for me to justify its existence and some story that's going on that I don't understand. You get what I'm saying though? How do I explain it? This is why I call it the Rube Goldberg of shows. Convoluted for no reason. Okay? But that's also what makes this such an appealing show. You never know what's going on, and then when you think you pinned down where they're going with this, they hit you with a sharp left turn. The same one that took you to the tree in the road. I mean, I'm no detective genius, but I'm pretty good at figuring out predictable plot lines and tropes, which are pretty standard throughout most shows and movies.
You're a liar, a cheater, a sinner.
But this show doesn't move like a standard show, okay? This is like the opposite of a Rubik's Cube. I don't know what that is, but somehow it manages to be it. And I mean that in the way that it's not a predictable pattern that you can just figure out by memorizing some algorithms. Even if you go in self-assured like me, you're gonna be wrong. Watching it go something like this. Oh, I'm gonna figure this out. I know where this is going. Oh, okay, they're doing this. Oh my God, did that tree just teleport that guy to a wall? Yeah, it's like that. And it's not just the shock value that gets you to stick around though. There is a cacophony of seemingly infinite random symbolism, codes, and time distortion aspects that keep you constantly confused. But not confused enough that you get fed up with trying to figure out this ridiculous mess. You just want to figure out what the hell is happening. The creators are at least great at that. They give little bits that make you think you know what's gonna happen next or you're gonna crack this code, but no. That sharp left turn I mentioned previously, yeah, they make it so hard that it becomes a U-turn going into a one-way. I'm making a lot of road maneuvering jokes for someone who doesn't have a license.
You're a virgin who can't drive.
Fun fact about me if you didn't know. But it's relevant because that's how they got there. Got where? Where the fuck are they? No one knows. This is a $60,000 question that still hasn't been answered 3 seasons in. Okay, and I'm not complaining yet because we just got renewed for a 4th season. That's right, 4th season is coming at ya. The madness will continue. But all that is known is that for some reason, people end up here because of a fallen tree in the road. No one has an explanation for the road, the tree, or anything else for that matter. There's literally slow-moving, coherent zombies that come to hunt them at night, but can't come indoors as long as you've got that tattooed pet rock. It doesn't explain where anything comes from.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
Now, we're gonna trick card shot into cup pulling string that rings a bell that makes a ball go into another cup. Anyway, we're gonna explore the unexplainable show that is from. So, I'm going to make this into a series because I have almost half of season 1 analyzed, and you know what crazy me was thinking? Put all the season 1 analysis into one video. Hell no, that's not happening. We are just going to go over the first episode of season 1. They're going to be spoiler alerts, so if you haven't seen this and you don't want to know what happens, don't want to be spoiled, want to check it out for yourself first, you might want to check out some of my other videos instead, which you can see here. Let's go. The first season opens on a seemingly normal town, you know, just where maybe it's still the 1950s with the classic diner, motel, and local bell ringer. So it looks like a typical town of the 1950s until, oh my god, was that a Prius? What the hell? Okay, so not the 1950s. It's concerning that there seems to be rundown ambulances and other vehicles around, and the weather is kind of depressing, but hey, that's just Seattle, right?
All right, joke landed.
Anyway, night finally happens and we find out why this unnamed town has a strict curfew. We briefly get introduced to the local alcoholic dad and his family. Token creepy girl saying her prayers opens a window to a creepy looking lady, and the mom is just nonchalant about her daughter talking to this lady who's out against curfew, so it can't be that bad, right? Wait, what? So there's apparently killer grandmas out in the neighborhood. We then cut to get an awesome rendition of the classic tune Que Sera Sera by the Pixies, who do a fantastic version. If you don't watch the show for any reason, you should at least watch the intro to hear that awesome cover. It is so good. It is so hypnotizing, intoxicating. It's good. So moving on, we get introduced to the nuclear family of sorts. You have your classic disaster setup. 2 siblings arguing, an RV, possibly on summer vacation. Basically a nightmare road trip in addition to a horror trope. So now we get to Frank, the local drunk dad we were talking about earlier, doing the walk of shame back to his house where grandma completely attacked the mom and daughter. We also get introduced to one of the best campy characters of this slightly campy ass show, Sheriff Boyd, whose acting is as good as Frank's attendance at an AA meeting. Literally, this guy could be the next camp actor of our time. With him taking Frank inside his house and revealing the consequences of not nailing your windows shut.
You got kids? You nail a window shut. You nail the motherfucking window shut.
But the SFX makeup is actually really good. I can't show you because of YouTube, but trust me, it's pretty good for an MGM Plus show. And I know it's fucked up, but Frank and Boyd's acting just cracks me up, literally going a little wacky, guys, okay? Then we find out there's a town priest. Great. It's bad enough we got killer grandmas out here, now we gotta look out for the Catholic priests.
All right, joke landed.
Finally, we get to the tree in the road. No, really. There's a tree in the road that stops the RV traveling family. Oh, and did I mention the kid whose performance is slightly irritating and very bad suggests an idea that is literally ridiculous.
Maybe we can push it with the RV.
Really, kid? Did you see the size of the RV versus the tree? You think that beat up Winnebago is gonna bulldoze this tree off the road? I know it's supposed to be like 7, but damn. It's time to add some more classic horror tropes with birds, and not just any birds, crows. Crows are cool, and I don't understand why we gotta associate them with such bad juju, such a bad aura, just bad connotations in general. Lay off the crows, man. So we now move on to Boyd visiting the community garden run by the local commune that lives in the haunted mansion. All right, so apparently Boyd's son Ellis is a hippie. We see him doing some art shit with basically no shirt on, you know, typical commune stuff. And we learn that he is in a relationship with someone named Fatima. Oh, and he literally uses the typical artsy boy pickup lines that make you want to cringe and wish you really hadn't agreed to sit and model for this guy.
You're like a poem, you know that? You make everything around you beautiful.
Where's that rock so I can beat myself in the head with it? We get to know that Boyd and Alice have an estranged relationship based on their argument on whether or not to go to a funeral. Now back to the RV fam, where their teen is being typical teen, blah blah blah. But the dad is acting unhinged about the crows.
Sometimes crows do funny things.
I know I said before that we should lighten up on the crow hate, but damn, we don't have to do all that. I also get the vibe that the couple are having some trouble getting along as well. This is turning into we're having issues in our marriage with kids, so let's take an RV road trip to get closer and spend time with family. That ends up turning into a horror movie? Or TV show or streaming, anyway, whatever. Turns out the Rocky Road family arrives in the town with the killer grandmas and Catholic priests at the exact same time as the funeral for the family who just got murdered. Oh, how the balance of the universe works. One family out, another one in. And again, the dad is acting a little unhinged.
Hey, lock the doors.
Jim, that's a funeral.
okay.
Dad.
You're really crashing a funeral, my dude? So it looks like Boyd and his deputy, Kenny, are preparing to talk down the family that just arrived, which it seems like they've done many times before. But instead, he gives them wrong directions. Okay, wrong turn. And we see again, this family has issues all around.
Sarah thought my parents were gonna hate you.
But they didn't, though.
Now they soon discover that there is no way back from where they've arrived. Basically, they're in a loop and can't get off anywhere but this town. Let's now look at two new characters that are introduced. Sarah and her brother. They really gave me Children of the Corn couple vibes. I don't know why I was so off by that, or the acting was just off and weird. And well, I guess I was sorta right. Anyway, I don't know where they're from. I'm gonna do that every time, yes. But it doesn't look like Alabama.
I thought my jokes were bad.
Did you guys miss the jokes? I swear I've come back with better ones.
No.
So back to the RV fam where they're arguing about direction. After stating the obvious multiple times about how you can't make a U-turn this many times and be on the same road, the unhinged dad wrecks the RV by trying to avoid hitting another car. Another car? Yes, we'll come back to that one. But my dude, he's literally looking like dead of the year so far. Okay, so everyone is moderately okay, but apparently the mom is now unconscious, to which the dad is still talking like she's conscious.
Baby. Come here, baby. Come here, honey.
Guys, this show is really freaking ridiculous. I can't with it. Now, the dude who was in the other car, who is also really injured, meets Boyd and his sheriff, who are laying down spikes in the road to make it so that the cars won't ever be able to drive again. Anyway, the guy tells them that there's been a wreck and it's really bad and to help. Boy goes off to help, and then the daughter tells the dad that her brother's actually bleeding. And this interaction is really campy. So apparently there's another guy that was in the wreck who's also incoherent too. So now everyone's got a concussion, and I am starting to wonder, is this what this town is? A Silent Hill kind of thing going on here? You actually were unalived in the accident. You're in some weird purgatory that is trying to play mind tricks on you. So that was just my first in a line of many wrong theories. So now word gets around that there's been a terrible accident and night is coming quickly. Everyone is rallying together. And right now, Ellis is looking like the best actor in this series so far. Yes, the one that gave us that line.
You're like a poem, you know that? You make everything around you beautiful.
Boyd does a pretty good job helping everyone out and doing the best he can for a guy stuck in a town in a loop. Then Boyd explains to everyone quickly that they have to get out of there before dark because it's really spooky. And basically, that's all we get for now. We're taken back in a town where the dude who initially told Boyd and the deputy about the accident is in the infirmary. And who walks in? Sarah, the Children of the Corn poster child. And what does she do? She comforts the patient. Okay, so far, so good. Then she kisses him. Whoa, 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 whoa. My dude has a concussion, okay? You gotta take him out to that diner first before you start kissing him. Then she reassures him, saying, this isn't your fault. Then what the hell? She just stabbed him with an ice pick. She just stabbed him with an ice pick. Where'd she even get an ice pick? Were there any ice picks in this town? Does winter even happen in this town? Okay, I knew that there was something wrong with her. When you give Children of the Corn vibes, there's something wrong with you. No offense if you give that. New aesthetic, maybe. So now we're at the point where the RV family is separated because it's getting dark. No one can stay out after sundown. So Boyd and the doctor, did I forget to mention there's a doctor? Yeah, there's a doctor. We briefly saw her in the beginning with Kenny's dad, but it was kind of really brief, so I didn't mention it then. But anyway, they stay with the kid and the dad to get the stick out of his leg in the RV, protected by a pocket rock. Yeah, that sounds really wrong saying that out loud. Anyway, the doctor operates. The other RV family members run indoors to the colony house, aka the hippie commune haunted mansion estate. And then people from the 1950s come out to kill. And on top of all of that, it starts raining, really driving home the saying, when it rains, it pours. Really driving it. If only they could drive home. So that's just episode 1 of season 1. And yes, it gets even more chaotic and convoluted after this. If you thought this was crazy, get ready. It's about to be a wild, wild Rube Goldberg ride. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment below telling me what you think about the show. If you've seen it, have you seen it? Have you heard of it? Are you gonna watch it? Are you just gonna watch this, my recap of it? If you have watched it, let me know what's your favorite aspect of it. Who's your favorite character? Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video if you want to. I guess, do people still share videos off of YouTube? Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Again, I apologize for this shitty setup. You deserve better. You will get better. I swear. But don't hold me to anything. Oh, for my Dune heads out there.
This is for my fellow Dune goons.
Look at that. Look at that. I love this shirt. And let me see if I can get you a back shot of it, because there is a back. Oh, my hair. Let's see. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you can read that. I hope. I can't see a thing. I can't see a thing. If not, I'll just put a photo of it, okay?